And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network and our coverage Pop Warner football. It's the Flagler Titans taking on the Suntree Viera Hawks. The Flagler Titans are 2-1 on the day as an organization. They took the 7-9U victory, 10U victory, went in shutout fashion to the Suntree Viera Hawks. In an impressive game by the Hawks. Again, the first two games dominated by the Flagler Titans. And for those of you tuning in, I am holding an umbrella and having to work a camera, so I won't be saying names for anybody to keep it fair. And again, I'd like to thank all the sponsors from Flagler who stepped up and made it possible for BSN to be out here. And here we go. That one is taking a bounce, and we'll take the bounce out of bounds. And that will be a penalty on the Hawks kickoff team. So, 1st and 10 from the 35. Or actually, because of where it went out, it will be 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. So the Titans get excellent starting field position to start this game. Again, 11U action. Just getting started right here on the Brevard Sports Network. Quarterback under center. He's going to hand off to number zero, trying to get outside, and he will be brought down. No! So the referee's going to blow the whistle dead, or blow the play dead with the whistle, saying that he was stopped forward progress. Sends a man in motion. Quarterback under center, two backs in the backfield, hands off to the second back through. Follows behind his blocker, and he will get dragged from behind. Beautiful play there made by number 18, who was the first Hawk to get there. Get a hold of the jersey and not let him go. It's going to bring up third. They're in about 14 here. Takes the snap out of the gun. Fires. He's got a wide open. Oh, and intercepted. Number 12 with the interception. Bounces out of a tackle. Runs behind his caravan of blockers. And finally brought down. There's a flag on the play. Holding on Flagler. Obviously, SBYFL will decline the penalty. They'll take the interception. And the Viera defense causes a turnover, and it's 1st and 10 inside Titan territory. See where they spot this ball. Going to spot it at the 43. First and 10 from the Titan 43-yard line. Excellent field position. And a beautiful job. Tried the slant, threw it into triple coverage, and incomplete. Teaching moment there for the young man. Yeah, when you see triple coverage like that, very rarely do you find a hole big enough to zip it in. So you either got to put some extra fire on that one or... Number 4 in at quarterback. Clap. Hands out to number 12, but play. Whistles will blow this play dead. Offsides. Okay, so false start on the offense. Wait. So it was a false start on the offense. That'll back them up 5. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 3rd and 15. Snap, number 4. Screen pass to number 1, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. Got to put a little bit more zip on it to get it to your guy so he can just turn and run. And it will bring up 4... because we repeated 2nd. So this will bring up 3rd down for Suntree Viera. Calls for the snap. Play action and a little quarterback keeper. Cuts back inside. Great open field tackle by number 14 of the Flagler Titans. Sat in the hole, let the quarterback come to him, wrapped him up. Great job, because there was a lot of open grass where number 4 could have taken off, and I've seen him do it. Here we go, and it's 4th down and about 13 here. Referee gonna come talk about something right now. They're helping it. His chin strap wasn't buckled, so I like that. Instead of calling the penalty, referee helped him buckle up his chin strap. I like it. Number 4 fires. Incomplete. Little miscommunication on where he thought the receiver was supposed to be and what route the receiver ran. That's a turnover on downs. So the turnover doesn't hurt the Flagler Titans as they come out for their 2nd drive of offense today. And as I just previously mentioned, their last drive ended in an interception, but their defense held out. That's what we've seen a lot of today is defenses really being in control most of the start of this game. In every game, even in the shutouts, the defenses took control early, and then, well, except last game. And look at that. Number 0 picks up a nice gain of about 4 or 5 yards on the play. It will bring up second down, 2nd and 6. That's what we'll call it. Say he stepped out of bounds a little early. So there's the snap, and the Suntree Viera Hawks were and the referee, instead of throwing the flag there again, explaining to the young man why the flag wasn't thrown. One of the D linemen tackled somebody who he thought had the ball, and the offensive player tackled him back. But the play went for a couple of yards there. And once again, that Hawk D line doing strong work. Now it's 4th down. I was like, wait a minute. They only ran 2 plays. So now it's 4th down. Number 12 checks into the game for the Flagler Titans. 3:25 left to go here in the first quarter. Titans with their 2nd possession of the ball game. Coach wants to call a timeout. Didn't like something he saw. Timeout called for Titans. Like to give a shout out to all 3 sponsors. Meyer Construction Company. Their logo is in the corner for all your construction needs. Meyer Nevev. And, of course, Geico, the local office in St. Augustine. Give Chris Brown a call at 904-506-6500. Located at 224 Florida, 312 St. Augustine. Chris Brown will get you the correct coverage and help you understand all your coverage. Plus, you know the good old saying, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on your car insurance. And, of course, All Outdoor Trailers. All Outdoor Trailers, give them a call at 386-346-1919 or find them online at alloutdoortrailersales.com. Oh, my. If the pass would have been able to have been there, that was a great opportunity. And just like that, it's a turnover on downs. And just like that, 3 and out. So again, the ball 1st and 10, smack dab in the 50-yard line. Back and forth right now. Neither offense can really get a lot of anything going. Quarterback under center, 1 back in the backfield, tight formation. Gives it to number 6. Number 6 fighting his way forward. He'll pick up a couple of yards. And we'll bring up second down and about 6, maybe 7. There's the handoff again, number 6, going this time off the right side of his offensive line in between guard tackle. Pick up another couple of yards. It's going to bring up third down and 5. Third and 5 here for the Hawks now. They are committed to the run game right now. They're going back. They're going to try to establish the run, and I think, hopefully that'll open up the pass. On their last drive, they tried to throw a slant and can't do it in triple coverage. Roll out, steps up, fires, takes a hit, and he's got a man wide open. Number 10, tracked down. Great job. Number 4 took the hit as he threw off his back foot. Got the ball to number 10, who was wide open, tracked down. Great touchdown saving tackle there by number 1 of the Titans. But the first big play of the game for either squad, and it comes with 28 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Snap, and number 10 catches it on the screen, and he'll be wrapped up immediately. Great job there by that Titans defense, wrapping it up again. Number 1 leading the charge, first one to get hands on him. It's going to bring up second and 9. They can pick up a first down. They got to get to about the 3-yard line. And a timeout taken by Suntree Viera. What in the world? Oh, no, not a timeout taken. Guess what? That's the end of the first quarter with your score. 0-0. But the Hawks looking to move right here on the Brevard Sports Network. We'll be back in 30 seconds for second quarter action.
Hello, Space Coast. Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the Brevard Sports Network. I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank all of you for your support of BSN and allowing us to cover your student athletes and come into your home each and every night. Give us a follow on Facebook at Brevard Sports Network, and here's to many more years of top-notch sports coverage right here in Brevard County. Thanks again.
Caleb Brown here with the Brevard Sports Network, live from Wadsworth Park. Second quarter just about to get underway. Fresh 10 on the clock. So they've switched sides, and the Hawks had a little extra time to think about what they want to do here. Second and 9 from about the 11-yard line. Check that from the 16. Play action. Fires. He's got a man, and it's intercepted. Intercepted. Number 2 comes down with the football. Great job reading the quarterback's eyes, leaping up and grabbing that one. And guess what? That's one turnover apiece, one interception apiece for each defense. Now who can do something with it? Can Flagler drive down the field and put points on the board? Because you can get turnovers all day long, but if you cannot capitalize and put points on the board, then that turnover is just we got a chance to go take a rest, and time got chewed off the clock. But a great job there by number 2 with the interception. Read the quarterback's eyes, leapt up, and said, "Give me that." Come out in the gun, sends a man in motion. That's 0. They're going to fake the handoff. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. Great block there by the – it was a good block there by the receiver. Unfortunately, he didn't stay engaged in the block. And because you don't stay engaged with the block, he now has an opportunity at your quarterback. Great disengage by the defender, realizing he's not who I'm after. It's that quarterback. And he gets the tackle in the – after the quarterback picks up a gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9 from the 10-yard line. There's the handoff, and 0 tries to get outside. 0 is going to be caught by number 10, who slings him to the ground. Number 10 stayed home, chose to get aggressive at the correct moment. As soon as he got a hold of the arm, arm drag him backwards. 8 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Right now, the Titans and I didn't even see where the ball went. Well, guess what? The Viera Hawks did, and number 18 said, I saw it. I saw where it was going, and I tracked him down, took him to the ground, and it's going to bring up 4th down and about 14. And that is a nice punt. And number 0, wise decision, decided to say, nope, I'm not touching that one. Number 3 downs it at about the 31-yard line, and that's where the Suntree Viera Hawks will take over on their 3rd possession of the game. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line, and you saw Suntree Viera had a lot of success with that up-the-gut power run as the referee takes a ball off the noggin. Referee crews have actually been pretty good. Majority of this crew's been out here all day long. I think there might be one new referee that came to fill in midday. Sends a man in motion, and that's going to be a false start on the offense. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. And they'll take it on back to the 36-yard line. 1st and 15. And here come the Hawks. 1st and 15. And Coach, not pleased with something over there on the sideline, as the whole park heard him just yell whatever he yelled. Sends a man in motion. And number 11 takes the handoff. So much confusion there at the start of the play. Yeah, there was a lot of confusion, a lot of yelling from the sideline, players trying to communicate, and that results in a yard loss. Sends a man in motion. Drops back. Steps up, fires. He's got a man wide open and overthrows his receiver, number 14. He had it. If he was able to put the ball in the correct spot, I'm yelling touchdown right now. Plays there to be made, just can't connect. 4:58 left to go here in the first half. Coming up at halftime, absolutely nothing. I mute the microphones, take my break, and then we go on from there. 1st and 10. Or check that. 3rd and long here. Sends number 9 in motion. Number 4 drops back to pass. Fires. And it's caught. Number 9 catches it, gets behind the defense. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Suntree Viera. I thought he might have overthrown his receiver there. Instead, he puts it right in the breadbasket. And number 4 to number 9 for the touchdown, and they're going to kick for 2 here. They're going to go ahead and kick for 2 with 4:48 left to go here in the second quarter. So here comes the 2-point kick. Number 4 set to try to give Viera the 8-0 lead. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up. And the kick is good. 8-0 Hawks on the board first. Their organization takes the lead for the second time of the entire day. And they're up 8-0 with 4:48 left to go here in the second quarter. I'd just like to remind everyone watching us on the Brevard Sports Network YouTube page, please hit that subscribe button, hit the little notification bell, like, leave a comment. If you're someone cheering for one of these teams, I can't read the comments right now, but I'll go back and read them later on tonight. Let me know where you are watching from, who the athlete you are cheering on. Again, I can't read the comments right now just because of my setup today. Typically, I do. Typically, I'm able to read comments and this be a very interactive broadcast. But you know, sometimes you can't always do. You can't always do what you want. I can sing that because it's not copyright. Sung different lyrics. Anyway, and watch YouTube will still find a way to copyright me anyways. $4:48 left to go here in this first half. And the Suntree Viera Hawks draw first blood. And there's an onside kick, and he almost gave it up. But he doesn't give it up, and the Flagler Titans will start with the ball in excellent field position. I believe they'll start at the 44 or 45. At their own 49. Check that. I promise I know how to count. sometimes. Anyway. There's the handoff. And he'll get a couple of yards before running into two Hawks that wrap him up, take him to the ground, and it will be second down. Second down and 6. High snap, and he just barely gets the pass off to number 0. Number 0 shaking and baking, still up, and he is rocked from behind. He's going to be close to, but short of, a all-outdoor trailers first down. All-outdoor trailers. For more information, give them a call at 386-346-1919. Information at the bottom of your screen will flash there periodically throughout the entire day. There's the handoff, number 37, trying to pick up a couple yards, and he just might have crossed the. And it's going to be 4th and very short. I mean, less than a yard. I say you go right back at that same gap. But then again, there's a reason why I'm wearing this headset and not talking to a coach. 2:43 and an official's timeout. They're going to take a water break. While they take a water break, I'm going to get a drink of water right here on the Brevard Sports Network. All right, here we go. We come back 4th and half a yard. What is the play call here? This is a big call. 2:39 left to go in the first half. And they're going to push the quarterback through, and he will get it. He needed half a yard. He picks up 1.5 yards, and that will be a Flagler Titan all-outdoor trailers first down. Coming up on 2:15 and rolling here in the first half. You would think there'd be a little more sense of urgency to get up on the ball. There's the handoff and makes a man miss. 0 trying to get outside, slips out of another tackle, trying to reverse field, and finally brought down in the backfield by number 56 of the Hawks. And number 0 said after all the shaking and baking and dodging tackles. Coach, I need a sub. And he was denied his substitution by Coach. Bring up about 2nd and 15. Loss of 5 yards on the play. And he's going to pass. He's got a man and overthrows everybody on the field. He was looking, I believe, for number 37 on that pass. 1:07 left to go here in the first half. And a timeout taken by the Suntree Viera Hawks. Big 3rd down here. They want to make sure everyone's on the same page, and maybe even try to conserve a little clock, see if they can't have another opportunity to put points on the board. Remember, the Suntree Viera Hawks deferred to the second half, so they will get the ball to start they'll get the second half kickoff. What a crazy first 2 games in the NFL we had this past Thursday and Friday. The Eagles-Cowboys game, a lot more interesting than I thought it was going to be. Thank God the Eagles won, because Cowboys fans would have been absolutely obnoxious to listen to after the way that Michael Parsons trade worked out for them, and then getting the win against the Eagles. Oh, my gosh. I'm a Buccaneers fan, so, you know. There's the handoff, and I mean, there was nowhere for him to go. Number 10 and number 12 in there with the tackle. Timeout being taken by Suntree Viera. It's going to be 4th and long with 56 seconds left to go. They're trying to conserve some clock, see if they can't take another shot or two. And then, of course, last night you have the Chargers beating the Chiefs. The defense looks a little concerning for the Chiefs. But then again, I'll also say this. The Chiefs are a lot like the Bill Belichick Patriots right now, in the fact of they struggle in early December or early September, and early into mid-September, and then they start getting going again about October and rolling into November, and then all of a sudden Patrick Mahomes finds out how to use everyone that he's got on his team, and next thing you know, he's looking like Patrick Mahomes again. But Chiefs' inability to run the football, if you're a Chiefs fan, that should scare you. Because you can't rely on Patrick Mahomes to give you 50 rushing yards every game. That's not a recipe for success. Justin Herbert looked good. Here we go. 4th and long. Quarterback drops. And he throws the screen. And a couple Hawks stayed home. And what a tackle made by number 50. Almost got back to the original line of scrimmage. And 46 seconds left to go in the first half. And the Suntree Viera Hawks are going to try to put more points on the board. So here we go. There's the snap. Number 4 fires. He's taking the deep shot, and he's got number 14. Number 14 tackled, and coach yelling, NASCAR, NASCAR, go. 34 seconds and counting. Coach trying to get his line to urgently hurry. The ball has been spotted. They can go. There's the snap. Number 4 rolling out left. He's going to fire. He's got number 1 all by himself. It's caught. Slips out of a tackle. Touchdown, Suntree Viera. Number 4 to number 1 with 7 seconds left to go in the first half. And right now, this Hawks team is feeling it right now. They feel that nothing can stop them. 2 great big catches made by 2 different receivers, getting behind the defense, and quarterback putting the ball exactly where he needed to. The snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Splits the uprights, and it's 16-0. Hawks on top with 7 seconds left. Wow. And that's just the mark of a team that knew what they wanted to do, and everybody was bought in, all 11 doing their job. As the Hawks set to kick this one off. It was an interesting, to say the least, night in high school football for Brevard County. The most interesting being Merritt Island falling to DeLand, 57-51 in regulation. DeLand's a good football team, and there's the kickoff, and someone catches it, tries to steal a return, and that will be the final play of the first half with your score. The Suntree Viera Hawks 16, the Flagler Titans with work to do in the second half. We'll be right back in about 10 minutes right here on the Brevard Sports Network. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, coming to you back live from Wadsworth Park. Suntree Viera Hawks will receive the opening kickoff of the second half. And number 0 takes it down the sideline, slowed down and finally pushed out of bounds. And Suntree is huddling up over on their own sideline. And here they come, the Suntree Viera Hawk offense, which scored with 56 seconds left to go in the first half. There's the handoff there to number 6, and number 6 bursts right through the hole. He'll be slung down after picking up a nice gain of 6 or 7 yards. Quarterback brings himself back into the game. Out of the gun, 3-by-2, 3-by-1 set. Running back side, car right. And there's a little screen pass. And he'll have himself a Suntree Viera Hawk first down and then some. I'd like to thank Chris Brown, the local Geico office in St. Augustine. Stepping up and helping make sure the Brevard Sports Network could get out here and broadcast Flagler Titan football. And that's going to be a timeout taken by the Hawks. And coach didn't like how something was being set up. .41 left to go here in the third quarter. It's the Flagler Titan. Flagler Titan 12U squad warms up behind. They look like they got some size. Clap, and quarterback drops back. He's looking. He's going to step up, and he just dumps it off on the check down. And look at that. Give it to your athletes and let them make plays. And he'll get himself a nice yards after catch. His quarterback will appreciate those stats. And it will be 1st and 10 from the Flagler 25-yard line. And again, that's just, Flagler had all the deep routes covered. They were getting a little bit of pressure. So what does it do? You dump it off to your check down and let your check down pick up what yards they can. Let your athletes get the ball in open space and watch them do what they do. Not everything's got to be the 25, 30-yard bomb downfield. It's okay to take a little 5, 7-yard check down. Next thing you know, that 5, 7-yard check down turns into something like that. 2 backs in the backfield, 2 receivers out. As a full house backfield, actually 3 backs. Max protection, fires. Number 18 with the grab. And he's down inside the all-outdoor trailers red zone. It'll be first and goal inside the 3-yard line. Max protection. He put it exactly where he needed to, and his receiver came down with the football. There's a snap, and ball's on the ground, and the Flagler Titans cause a turnover. Great job. Number 2 comes along with the fumble recovery, and the Flagler Titans defense has life. Now, can they spread some of that life into their offense? They got him on the turnover. There was a confusion at the mesh point. You want to talk about something that could be very momentum shifting. Look, that kind of play right there, you cause a turnover, a team was just driving the ball where they wanted, get it into the red zone, and then you cause a turnover like that. If you can put points on the board, this becomes a really, really interesting game. Currently 16-0 on the Chris Brown Geico St. Augustine office scoreboard. Also like to thank Meyer Nevev Construction. There's the handoff, and oh my gosh, that Hawks defense exploded into the backfield. 3 of them got their just shot out like they were shot out of a cannon into the backfield, and the running back for Flagler had nowhere to go. There's the clap. Quarterback. Oh, they had it. And there's a little extracurricular there. Referee's letting it go. Number 0 of the Hawks and number 0 of the Titans. They're going to war out there. They've been jaw-jacking at each other. They've kind of been, a little extra something at the end of plays. Those who've been battling all day long. As a timeout is called. 4:32 left to go here in the third quarter. 3rd and long coming up for the Titans. Coming up next, 12U action right here on the Brevard Sports Network. So here we go, 3rd and long, 3rd and about 14 for Flagler. What do they drop in the timeout? Quarterback calls, gets a snap, fires over the middle, and incomplete. He was throwing to a spot, and neither of his receivers were there at the spot. It's going to be 4th down now, 4th and 14. 4:12 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. And there's a nice high punt. A bit short. And number 4 heading to the, he's got all that open field. He's got one man to beat, and he beats him to the goal line. Touchdown! Suntree Viera, number 4, the quarterback and punt returner. There was nobody on the outside. They all kind of drifted one side, and all he had to do was essentially beat the punter. And he did that, did his job, into the end zone, and it's now 22-0. 3:55 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Kick is up and good. Splits the uprights, and it's 24-0 in favor of the Suntree Viera Hawks. Wow. And coach trying to rally his players here for the 11U Titans. Coach trying to rally his players here, and you know, I overheard some of the conversation at halftime. He said, "Guys, don't give up. Don't give up on me. Don't give up on your teammates. You find out just as much about who you are in a game like this than you do winning it, if not more. It's easy to be happy, joyful, and be all bought in when you win. And there's a deep kickoff. And someone's got to go back and go get it. That's a live football. And they go and just fall on it. And so that kickoff return, that's a great kickoff. And a spot for the ball is the 15-yard line. Be 1st and 10 from their own 15. And the timeout is being taken. 3:48 left to go here in the third quarter. And the referees calling the players back onto the field. And there's the snap, and they're going to go beast mode package, and there he goes. Number 0 spins out of a tackle, breaks another tackle, cuts back, and finally brought down. And they might be getting 15 yards tacked onto the end of that one because that was so beyond the play. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Suntree Viera Hawks. Wait. Did he point the wrong way? Because he pointed both. And the ref wants to have a conversation with the head coach. So, comes over, had a talk with the coach. So, there was personal fouls on both. So that'll neglect. They will essentially neglect each other or nix each other out. He called it on both. So 1st and 10 for the Titans. And number 14 now. Number 14 showing that spark of life. And he'll get about 9 yards on the carry. And right now there's an injury for the Titans. And unfortunately, there's a down Titan. Reaching for his ankle, might have got his ankle stepped on. That again, that happens when you get in those piles. Sometimes you go down first, and everything comes down on those lower legs, and that sucks. You get someone's body weight, falling on it, or even stepped on, with a cleat. Ooh. Painful days. But hopefully it's something that he can come back from, and we'll see him back in the game. Timeout called by Flagler. So they're starting to get something going here with 2:24 left to go here in the third quarter. And yeah, I mean, right now they're finding some success here with this beast offense, where pretty much you got 10 blockers, you take an athlete, say, all right, go. Pick a hole, pick a gap, and go. And right now they're finding success with it. Right now, finding a lot of success with it. When you have that in your arsenal, you have kids that are bought in, that are willing to run that, that's just dangerous. Truly is just dangerous. And there goes number 14. Number 14 slips through a tackle, and he'll be tripped up, but not before picking up a Flagler Titan first down, sponsored by Chris Brown, local Geico office in St. Augustine. Give him a call at 904-506-6500. Information is at the bottom of your screen. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Here we go, number 14. Now he rolls out to pass. He's going to throw a ball up, and it's going to be incomplete. He had number 39. He was trying to drop the ball into his breadbasket. Great coverage by the Hawks. I believe that was number 9 over there on the coverage. And here we go. Coach called the play from the sideline. Number 14 slipping through some tackles, and he's going to be a few yards short of a first down, but what a play there. $18 seconds left in the quarter. Coach realizing, saying, hey, guys, we got to get this ball snapped. Snap. And number 0 is going to fire a pass. Wide open. It's caught. Big play. Number 1 on the reception. And that will be the final play of the third quarter with your score. The Hawks 24, the Titans 0, but they are driving and they're making plays. This could be an interesting fourth quarter. We'll be right back here on the Brevard Sports Network.
Hey, this is Devon Dudley, and you are watching Brevard Sports Network. Oh, my brother, testify.
Thank you, Devon Dudley, for bringing us back. That's Brevard County resident Devon Dudley. Currently training for his final match in October. He's calling it his final match. Team 3D's won last match versus the Hardys in a ladder match. Two teams that defined a wrestling generation. And funny enough, his last match is going to be a ladder match, so that ought to be fun. And right now, oh no! And the momentum they had, couldn't get a hold of the snap. Suntree Viera jumps on it. It's number 9 who comes up with the fumble recovery. And here come the Suntree Viera Hawks. He was just waiting on the snap, and it got snapped, fumbled on the ground, and it just, from the moment that play began, you knew something wasn't right. And Suntree now comes out number 12 in at quarterback. No, he's in at running back. Number 4 is still your quarterback. He's going to hand it off to 0. Cuts back inside. And he might have gained 2 yards on the play. But there's a flag at the end of the play. And it's going to be holding on the offense. So that'll back him up 10 yards. So it'll be 1st and 20 from the 20-yard line. And they begin the play clock. 9 minutes left to go here in the 4th quarter. Should this score hold, we will be 2-2 on the day. 2 wins, 2 losses for each organization. Someone's got to get over. And there is the play action. And number 10 with the block. Number 4 still with room to run, and he'll be escorted out of bounds here just at the 40-yard line, or 45, 35. So we'll be 1st and 10, or 2nd and 5. Wow. 2nd and 5 from the 35-yard line. Got to get to the 40 to pick up a 1st down. I was looking at the wrong yard marker. I'm like, how is that not a 1st down? Duh. That was the original line of scrimmage, Caleb. There's the snap. Fires, and again another little screen, and the offensive line didn't even get ahead like they were supposed to, and cut inside expecting to be running behind a wall of linemen, and everyone was kind of scattered everywhere. 7:15 left to go here in the game. Come out 3-by-1. And he'll hand it off there to number two. Fights for a couple of yards, and he'll fight himself forward on the second effort for a Suntree Viera Hawk first down. Need to get to the 40, got to the 42-yard line. Great second effort there by number 2, the back. Bring in the tight end here. The snap, and now we'll give it off there, number 12. Number 12 bounces off a tackle and gets maybe a yard. And yep, he will get just a yard. Be second down and 9 from the 43-yard line. .447 left to go in the game. He'll give it off to number 10. Number 10 tries to get outside. Now he cuts upfield and tracked down from behind number 29. With the backside pursuit, number 29 makes the tackle. Just under 4 minutes left to play. It's going to bring up third down and about 13 here. Drops max protection. Rolls, fires. He's got a man wide open. It's caught, number 14. Dodges the tackle and into the end zone. Touchdown, Suntree Viera. And it's 30-0. And that should initiate, yes it does, and it initiates the running clock. Once again, number 14 just got behind the defense and played center field. Coming up next, 12U action right here on the Brevard Sports Network. So, running clock is 30 points. And just because Suntree Viera calls a timeout does not mean the referee's going to. It's referee's discretion on whether or not they have to stop the clock when the team winning calls the timeout. So it'll be up to the, well, actually, no, the Hawks are not allowed to kick for 2. They have to run a play, and they cannot run outside the tackles. They have to go in between the tackles for every play. Now, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you can do whatever you want, but going through the line of scrimmage, you must go in between the tackles. There's the handoff, and be a false start. That'll back him up 5 yards. A minute left to go in the game. Again, what we'll do here after they take the final snap and the clock goes all zeros, end this broadcast, and we will jump into 12U. Get the device set up and ready for that. Sends them in, and there's a lateral, and he'll get it in. Touchdown. Or not touchdown, point after is good. He did the initial, he went through the tackles, then he lateraled. And folks, that's going to do it here. The Suntree Viera Hawks even it up at 2-2 on the day. 2 wins, 2 losses for each squad. Coming down to the co-main event and the main event right here on the Brevard Sports Network. So, I'm just going to actually, I want to keep the video going here. But we'll be back with 12U action right here on the Brevard Sports Network.